this is not something that happens every day to an independent wrestler. But Gregory Iron, how does it feel to? You're going to be the YouTube sensation for a little bit here. How does it feel?
It's really weird, man. It's really all I can say. It's weird. I came here today thinking I was teaming with Colt Cabana, which is a great opportunity in itself, and I got more than I could have ever imagined. Probably the greatest moment of my life.
It's about an hour later afterwards.
It seems like time is standing still. I don't even know what's going on.
Have you gotten off Cloud 9 yet?
No, I don't know when that's going to happen because I don't know. It's just the craziest feeling in the world. I'm standing in the ring and the current reigning WWE champion, along with one of the greatest wrestlers around, Colt Cabana. Punk told me to my face that I'm, quote, fucking awesome. Don't mean to swear. I'm not a big swear. But
I think
just
okay
re-quoting.
In this case.
Yeah, wow. Like, to me, to have two of the greatest wrestlers tell you that, it means more than any words, because I've overcome a lot to get here, and to earn the respect of two guys that have done it all means the world to me.
What was the moment like when they picked you up on your shoulders? Were you actually crying? Because if there was ever a point where I think it's okay to do that, that's it.
I cried the moment Punk stepped in the ring. I'm a big baby like that. I knew as soon as Colt was going to the back, I'm like, oh my God, he's grabbing Punk right now. Like, I can't believe this is happening. To have him tell me I'm awesome, like, it doesn't even, it's like a dream, you know what I mean? It doesn't even seem real right now.
Tell us a little about your background in wrestling. How did you get from where you were at to here?
I followed wrestling my whole life. As a little kid, my grandma, of all people, got me into wrestling. We used to order all the pay-per-views, watch it, every Saturday morning and everything, and she got me heavily into it. She actually passed away of bone cancer when I was 8 years old in 1995. But I always latched on to wrestling. Actually, when she passed, because I was such a weird little kid, I had a Hulk Hogan action figure, and she loved Hulk Hogan, and I put it in her casket. So I think I kind of latched on to wrestling when she passed away. And obviously I've always had this disability, cerebral palsy. Somewhere along the way, I decided I wanted to lift weights when I was about 16. Well, before all that, like when my grandma died, sorry if I'm jumping around, I'm really...
You're on cloud nine.
It's understandable.
After my grandma passed away, my mom got heavily addicted to drugs, particularly crack and cocaine. So I have two other brothers, so we had to deal with that for a long time. Did I say two older? Two younger brothers. And, she would be gone for nights on end. We always got evicted from houses, like she always stole money from my dad. But like I said in the ring, the reality situation was no matter how many times I got evicted from a house, or how rotten my mom was to me, or how much she stole or treated me bad, or people made fun of me in school for my disability, the one thing that always kept my mind off all the bad stuff was professional wrestling. So I started lifting weights at 16. I saw Zach Gallen around the same time, and I thought to myself, I knew I wanted to be a part of wrestling, I just didn't know doing what. And I thought to myself, maybe I could be a professional wrestler. And I went to a semester of college, said I'm going to give wrestling a try. I've been going to independent shows, including All Pro Wrestling. I got my foot in the door selling tickets and doing security for a place called Absolute Intense Wrestling. And it just went from there. Like anything else, you need to find out your strengths and your weaknesses. Obviously, I'm wrestling with one arm. It took me a while, but I figured out what I can and can't do. And, with the help of guys like Josh Prohibition, who trained me, and Johnny Gargano, who helped train me, I couldn't have came as far without them.
What you've been in the ring with the WWE champ. Where do you go from here?
Hopefully up. My dream is WWE more than anything in the world. I've been trying for a while. July 9th was my 5-year anniversary as a wrestler, and I'm 24 years old. So I get worried with the character and the gimmick that it has a shelf life. Inspirational 24-year-old guy with cerebral palsy who overcame a lot of trials and tribulations, pretty inspirational. 30-year-old guy, 35-year-old guy doesn't get as inspirational. So there was any better time, it's right friggin' now. Because, man, hopefully I can just go up from here. Because all I think about is wrestling. And I love wrestling. So, yeah.
How much of the CM Punk situation have you been following? Have you been watching on a weekly basis, and did you see Money in the Bank?
Honestly, yeah, I watched Money in the Bank. I went to a bar with Johnny Gargano, actually. We don't drink. We went there just to watch a pay-per-view. You know, not just saying it because I was just in the ring with the guy, but Punk has been, he's basically rejuvenated professional wrestling in a lot of ways. He's been the most entertaining thing in the program. You know, that mix of storyline and reality or whatever's going on, man, it's the most compelling thing on the show in years. And I've been following it all. I'm a huge WWE fan. So yeah, I watch it every week. I've been following the situation, and it's definitely the biggest thing in the wrestling business right now. So I'm just very fortunate to somehow, through the grace of God, been a part of it.
So you've had the opportunity. CM Punk has done a lot of burying of a lot of people.
Yeah.
But he finally put someone over, and it was you. How does that make you feel?
I'm glad I'm not on his bad side. That's for sure.